Hi, my name is Malika.
Hi, my name is Talia.
Hi, my name is Talia.
Hi, my name is Farida.
Hi, my name is Habiba.
What if the words you said to someone right now became the voice someone heard for the rest of their lives? Bullying isn't always physical and doesn't always leave visible marks. Instead, it hides in the stereotypes, assumptions, and the way we judge others before we get to know them. This campaign is about fighting these stereotypes head on and refusing to let labels define people. Hello, kids. Usually, when someone goes up here, you're usually expecting to hear a story with a happy ending. But here, we're not here to talk to you about a story that ends in happily ever after. We're here to talk about a real struggle that goes on in school grounds or the world around us. Have you ever seen a kid being mocked in the hallways or being shoved against the wall? What about that kid that sits alone in lunch every day? We're here to talk about all those people and bullying as a whole.
Have you ever been mocked by someone for the way you look or even your skin color? Well, that is a problem everyone has in the society today. And many people use problems as an inspiration for their books. Like, for instance, Angie Thomas in her book The Hate You Give talks about racial slander and racism in general, as black people are continuously stereotyped against as thieves and criminals and thugs. People can relate to Wonder by R.J. Palacio. The story follows a little boy named Augie who faces bullying and mocking due to his genetic condition that makes him have a facial deformity, which I'm sure you've seen occur around you every day.
Bullying is also widespread in real life rather than fiction. Studies show that 1 in 3 students experience bullying, and today it's not only physical, it's verbal, emotional, and social. Even if there's no visible marks, research shows that repeated humiliation can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, and long-term emotional stress.
You may wonder why you should listen to us. We're students just like you. We see how quickly rumors spread, how jokes turn into repeated insults, and how exclusion becomes normal. That's why we understand how easily bullying can start and how easily it could be ignored.
We don't just observe this, we have experienced this. Since I was young, I've always wanted to play football, but however, it was a male-dominant sport. I've always been treated differently. I wasn't physically hurt, but I was excluded, judged, and underestimated because of stereotypes. That's what discrimination looks like in real life.
We're not saying every joke is bullying, but we are saying that people need to recognize boundaries before you laugh, before you repeat something, before you stay silent, pause, and because one pause can stop something bigger from happening.
Now, I want you to look around. Just by looking at this girl next to me, you may think she's smart, maybe she is, because she just wears glasses. Now, my name is Talia, and even though you know my name, you will never know my story. Now, this stereotype about the girl wearing glasses, you might think it's okay to act verbally or physically based on these stereotypes. Now, if you see you or your loved one being treated or acting like this, you will have to remember the 3 S's. See, step in, and speak up. First of all, when you see a situation, you have to attempt to step in or de-escalate the situation by talking to the 2 people. Then you have to speak up to a trusted adult or grown-up.
Go away, weirdo.
Yeah, you're such a freak, you can't sit with us, so go away.
Hey Malika, those words hurt you, right? Well, I have an idea for a product that can never hurt anyone else or define their worth.
What do you have in mind?
Follow me, I'll lead the way. For our product, we created a motivational mirror with inspiring quotes on them so the individual reading them can build self-confidence and strength. This product is not intended to physically stop bullying, but instead reduce its impact by building self-confidence and helping individuals recognizing their uniqueness and individuality.
Our product is made towards younger people that are more affected by low self-esteem and bullying, especially people in high school and middle school, who are often exposed to comparison and peer pressure. This product that gives self-worth is extremely important.
It will be profitable because our campaign and product target reoccurring problems in today's society, as we all know. And understanding self-worth is an essential part for children, teens, and adults in their journey and navigating life.
We also sell mirrors in sets of 2 with a full sentence split in half for you to order a pair for you and your loved one. And we also have a box on our booth with notepads where you can write a message or advice for someone to take.
Now let's move on to calculations by adding all sides, and the perimeter of the compound sheet is 68 centimeters.
Now let's find the area of the entire compound shape. By using length times width to find the rectangle's area, we're gonna get to 100 centimeters squared. Now by using side times side for the square, it's gonna end up being 16 centimeters squared. Then after adding both these areas, we get the total area of the entire compound shape, which is 216 centimeters squared.
By using the rule square root x2 minus x1 pi by 2 plus y2 minus y1 pi by 2, the distance between the flag and the booth point is square root 29 or approximately 5.39. في مدرسة صغيرة جدرانها قديمة كان هناك فتاة تدعى تاليا. لم تكن فتاة لافتة للنظر أو مشهورة، ولكن كانت تمتلك شيئا لا يراه الآخرين، وهو قلب حساس يسمع كل كلمة ويصدقها.
انظروا إلى تاليا، إنها دائما صامتة وهادئة.
نعم، إنها غريبة بالفعل.
لم يكن أحد يعلم أن وراء هذا الصمت والهدوء معركة كبيرة.
هل أنا عادية؟ لا، أنا أقل من الجميع.
كانت تحاول أن تتجاهل، ولكن مع الوقت أصبح هذا الصوت قويا. كانت تاليا تبتعد عن أصدقائها وتقضي وقتها وحدها، ولم يلاحظ أحد ما تمر به، لكنها كانت تحترق من الداخل.
تاليا، أريد أن أتحدث معك قليلا.
نعم يا معلمتي.
أرى أنك لست بخير، هل تريدين أن تتحدثي معي بشأن هذا الأمر؟
إنني لست بخير، بداخلي صوت يخبرني إنني لست كافية ولست كالآخرين.
ولكن هذا الصوت غير حقيقي، بل هو صوت الأشخاص الآخرين لك.
لكني أصدقه وأعتقد أنني لم أعد الشخص الذي كنت عليه.
لابد أن تتعلمي أن تفرقي بين صوتك الحقيقي والصوت الذي يؤذيك.
بدأت تاليا رحلتها طويلة مع نفسها. لم يكن الأمر سهلا، ولكن كل يوم كانت تحاول أن ترجع لنفسها القديمة أكثر وأكثر.
خطر التنمر
ليس الذي يقال أمام الناس،
لكن الذي يبقى
داخل الإنسان
بعد أن يرحل الجميع. Stereotypes are unfair and simplify ideas about groups of people that affects how society views and treats them. Today we're here to talk about the stereotypes here in Egypt, as well as their causes and also their effects. The first stereotype is that Muslims and Arabs are violent. This stereotype originates from the news, often highlighting extremist groups and connecting them with Islam or Arab identity. Also, many wars and battles have happened between Arab countries, and also many incidents such as 9/11 have led to stereotypical beliefs. These many stereotypes have led to many effects on Muslims and Arabs in real life. First of all, Muslims and Arabs get slandered on the internet as well as in real life. Also, people from this religion or ethnicity get less job opportunities, less offered, and get charged more expenses.
Another stereotype is that Upper Egyptians are uneducated. It's known that Upper Egypt has less resources and schools than Lower Egypt does, and many Upper Egyptians work in farms or factories that depend on poor education. The effect of this stereotype is that Upper Egyptians get treated unfairly in jobs, in schools, jobs, or even social interactions, and this caused a racist division between Upper Egyptians and Lower Egyptians.
Another stereotype is that Egyptians are loudmouthed and vulgar. The cause of this is that Egyptians often speak loudly and express emotions openly, which outsiders may misunderstand. They often get into street fights constantly. Movies and shows sometimes exaggerate this trait for humor. Direct and loud expressions can be seen as rude, affecting interactions with others, so people stereotype all Egyptians as loud, disrespectful, and blunt. People shame Egyptians on the internet, well as flat out refusing to interact with them.
Many Egyptians also believe that Syrians and Sudanese people waste resources due to economic pressure and job competition. In some areas, refugees and migrants are sometimes wrongly blamed for shortages in housing, jobs, and public services. Media and social media often spread exaggerated claims about refugees taking advantage of support systems. Reinforcing a negative assumptions. This leads to discrimination in access to housing and education and job opportunities. For Syrians and Sudanese people, it creates social tension and division between communities, increasing unfair treatment and reducing empathy, and instead of promoting unity.
One common misconception is that women are unable to drive. Women are often expected to follow traditional gender roles by staying at home and depending on male family members on transport and support. Due to mass amount of sexism, women are often discouraged and given less opportunities to practice. They are also greatly underestimated and condemned. Due to the underestimation, women are less encouraged, leading to poor driving qualities, which leads to the reinforcement of stereotypes. Men and even women are constantly pressure other women and hold large expectations, and while insulting and resenting them for a lack of ability to drive or park.
So will we continue allowing labels to define people, or will we finally take action and put an end to it? This campaign is about fighting stereotypes head on and not letting labels and stereotypes defining people. When we end the spark early, the fire of bullying never has a chance to begin.